Well, Happy New Year, everyone. Tyler Edwards here. Thanks for dropping by. In this video, as the title suggests, I just want to talk about starting a YouTube channel. Now, at the beginning of the new year, it's a great time to write down New Year's resolutions and goals, and it's a great time to kind of write down a goal to kind of step outside of your comfort zone and start something new. And maybe one of those things is starting a YouTube channel. Maybe you're on the fence about maybe starting a YouTube channel. It's a very saturated platform. There's a lot of creators out there. It can be kind of intimidating and kind of seem like it's not worth it to create a YouTube channel. But I want to give you a couple reasons why you should start a YouTube channel. This isn't going to be a how to grow your channel and make it big and get billions of views and all that kind of stuff. But quite frankly, I haven't figured that out yet. But I have figured out the why, at least behind my YouTube channel, of why I actually create YouTube videos and why I have a YouTube channel. So if you're looking for the how-to, go over to Denny Gevert's channel. I'm sure you know who he is if you haven't already heard of him. Very talented filmmaker, really awesome dude, and just has a great YouTube channel. But he created a video just recently and talked about kind of his experience and just some advice that he has for up-and-coming YouTube creators to kind of grow their channel, all that kind of stuff. It's really good advice. Totally agree with all of it, but this is not that kind of video. This is just a why behind starting a YouTube channel. So I'm just going to give you really two reasons why you should start a YouTube channel, and this is just coming from personal experience, and this is really the why behind my YouTube videos and really the why behind my YouTube channel. So let's go ahead and jump into it real quick. Before we do that though, this is going to be kind of more catered to the filmmakers out there. That's what my channel kind of is focused on, is filmmaking and stuff, but this could apply to pretty much anyone out there, but there are some things that are specific to filmmaking. So with that being said, let's jump into the first thing, which is networking. Networking is one of the best things that YouTube has ever done for me personally. Now, I mean, YouTube is a social network. It's a social networking platform, sort of like Instagram and Facebook and all that kind of stuff. But with that, you meet a ton of awesome people on YouTube. I have met so many awesome people on YouTube that have turned into friends, and I've been able to collaborate with either on YouTube or actually on client work or whatever the case may be. And I wouldn't have been able to do that without YouTube, without putting myself out there and creating YouTube videos and creating so much content that is so prime to roast me on, because like some of my videos are so bad. But I put myself out there, and luckily, just by the grace of God, I've been able to meet so many awesome people, just meet so many cool people, so many great creators, either if they're full-time YouTube or they're active filmmakers, DPs, directors, whatever the case may be, even connecting with brands. I wouldn't have been able to do any of that without starting a YouTube channel and just putting myself out there. And even more so on that, to kind of compound on that network, by networking through YouTube and just meeting new people and building a network, I've actually been able to get work through my YouTube channel that I just would not have been able to get had I not started a YouTube channel. So that's the first reason, is just meeting new people, creating a network, and building and growing a network and building a community of people that not only could get you new work, but you make new friends, you meet new people, and just kind of build this awesome community that I mean, I have a pretty small community, but like I recognize like everybody's comments and everybody's names, and it's just really cool to meet everybody. I'm rambling on, so let's stick to the script that I don't have and go on to the second thing, which is improving your craft and growing yourself as a filmmaker and business person. Now, what I mean by that is as you make more YouTube videos, and say you set a schedule for yourself to either post weekly or once a month or whatever the case may be, you're doing a lot of things. First of all, like from the business side of things, you're setting goals for yourself, you're setting a schedule for yourself. So if you have client work, if you freelance also on the side as well as making these YouTube videos, you have to start really refining and improving your time management skills and your project management skills to be able to juggle client work and YouTube videos at the same time. So time management just improves dramatically. It has for me, and that's why I continue to make YouTube videos and push myself to continue to make YouTube videos even when I've got client work that obviously is my priority. Project management skills, learning how to juggle different projects and all that kind of stuff, just to be able to make sure that you get your client work done so you can get paid and pay the bills and all that kind of stuff, but also create YouTube content for yourself and all that kind of good stuff. So time management, project management skills, all that kind of stuff. Another great opportunity for improvement with YouTube videos is communication and presentation skills. I mean, YouTube videos really like this. This is a presentation. And the more you do it, the better you get at communicating and presenting an idea or a pitch or whatever the case may be. So, you do this more often and do it on a weekly or bi-weekly, monthly, whatever your schedule that you set up for yourself, the more comfortable you're going to start feeling going into a client meeting, pitching an idea or whatever the case may be. Say you write down notes before you go into this client meeting, just like you would write down notes before, filming a YouTube video. You can translate those ideas and those thoughts like you've done on camera straight to your client and kind of articulate it in a way that makes a little bit more sense than maybe if you have no practice at all. And communication skills. I mean, writing emails to brands and to other content creators. And the more that you push yourself and the more that you do it, the better that you get. And that goes with anything. Practicing anything is going to improve whatever you do, whether you like to snowboard or skateboard or code or play video game, whatever the case may be. The more you practice, the more you do whatever you want to do, the better you're going to get. Now, let's talk about filmmaking and just how you can improve yourself as a filmmaker by creating YouTube videos. Well, number one, editing. The more videos that you make, the more content that you create, the more you're going to have to edit. And the more that you edit, the more you're just going to find workflow efficiencies that you may otherwise have not found, or whatever the case may be. Because with YouTube videos, especially if you try to upload bi-weekly or weekly or whatever the case may be, and you have other client work, to be able to get those YouTube videos out, you got to become pretty efficient at editing and pretty quick at editing. Otherwise, you're just not going to be able to get your content out there because you're not efficient. So being able to edit it more and find little keyboard shortcuts and shortcuts and different workflow efficiencies within editing is just going to speed up your workflow, not only for your YouTube videos, but also for your client work. And the more efficient you get, the quicker you can turn the project around, the quicker you can get paid, the quicker you can move on to the next job, and yada, yada, yada. And you kind of see where this is going. The next thing is experimenting with different techniques, different filmmaking and lighting techniques. When I started making YouTube videos, my lighting was awful. It's embarrassing. Like I've almost considered taking those videos down just because of how awful and they're like cringeworthy. But over the years, I've been able to experiment with different lighting techniques and kind of learning new and different lighting techniques than from what I've kind of learned on YouTube or kind of been used to, and taking myself kind of out of my comfort zone with lighting techniques that I wouldn't do on a paid client job, because they're paying you to be the professional, not to experiment with things. So YouTube is a great way to experiment with other lighting or filmmaking techniques or whatever the case may be. Color grading, another great opportunity for growth. Again, my early YouTube videos look awful. I look back at them like, I can't believe I even did that. Like, what was I thinking? But you improve and you continuously get better and better and better the more that you practice your craft. And making YouTube videos is a great way to practice your craft. Heck, a lot of things that we do as filmmakers, whether we like it or not, at some point, we're going to be shooting interviews. Well, good news is if you're doing stuff like this is pretty much like shooting an interview. So the more you do it, the more you practice at it, the more you can kind of see like what lighting techniques work and mic placement and all those kind of things that go into shooting YouTube video or shooting an interview, or whatever the case may be. Those really start adding up and helping to build up your kind of your toolkit, your experience level to create better products for your clients. And better products for your clients, being more efficient, all that kind of good stuff leads to higher profit margins and all that kind of good stuff. And higher profit margins means more money. So who doesn't like that? So if you're on the fence about starting a YouTube channel, there's a ton of videos on like how to grow it, but I really wanted to focus on the why. Now, those are some reasons why you should start a YouTube channel, but I figured I should talk about a couple reasons why you shouldn't start a YouTube channel, just to kind of balance out the scales a little bit. And the first reason is to become famous. Now, maybe you could be like an overnight sensation and your channel will just grow tens and thousands, hundreds of thousands of subscribers overnight. And if that's the case, that's awesome. Statistically speaking, that's not very common. So, don't start it for that reason, because if you do and your channel grows really slowly over time, like mine has and many others have, then you'll just get really discouraged because you're thinking, why am I not famous yet? And unfortunately, some people just get lucky with the algorithm. However, statistically speaking, you're probably not going to get famous overnight on YouTube, so that's not a really good reason to start a YouTube channel. Now, unless if you're a famous person, which you're probably not even watching this video, then you go for it because you're already famous and you'll become famous on YouTube. Second reason is the money. You're just not going to make a lot of money on YouTube. It's just I my ad revenue, YouTube is really low, so I definitely don't do it for the money. That's definitely not the reason. I already talked about the reasons why I started it. So the money, definitely not a good reason to start a YouTube channel, because you will not become a billionaire on YouTube unless you're really famous. But again, statistically speaking, it's probably not going to happen overnight, but over time it may. And the third reason is for views and likes. If that's what you're going after, and you're expecting to just have a viral video after viral video after viral video of original content, again, statistically speaking, it's probably not going to happen. I wish all of my videos went viral and had a ton of views and likes and stuff, but that's just not the case. In fact, a lot of my videos cover content that's not really popular on YouTube, but I still make it because that's what I want to create and that's what I love doing. And I'm not doing it for that reason. So if you're wanting to start a YouTube channel just for likes and all that kind of stuff, it's a really saturated platform out there, and it's really easy for your videos to get buried way deep down that will never get discovered, much like most of my videos out there. So it's just not a good reason to start a YouTube channel based on the potential of likes and views, because again, you'll get really discouraged. I get really discouraged for a lot of my videos that I put a lot of work into that really don't get many views or likes, and it happens. But again, at the end of the day, that's not the reason why I'm making YouTubes in the first place. Why I'm not making YouTubes in the first place. This is probably why YouTube is not pushing my videos, because I just ramble on. Anyways, if you found this video helpful, useful, anything like that, hit that thumbs up. Maybe subscribe down below, the little notification bell next to it if you want to be notified when I make videos like this. If you disagreed with all this, you can dislike it, and that's cool. But I don't know, I guess you disagree with the reason why I make YouTube videos. Okay, but anyways, love you guys. Thank you so much. Again, Happy New Year to you. I hope you have a fantastic year, and if you start a YouTube channel, let me know down in the comments below. Let me know why you are starting a YouTube channel and what you plan on doing with that YouTube channel this year. And you guys, thank you so much, guys and gals. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.